As you are aware, the government has decided to relocate the Kisii prison from here to another site so that to give room for the expansion of our town. And therefore, the government has directed that the county government work together with us to make sure that there is alternative land for the prison facilities. I am glad to note that the process of identifying the different alternative location for this prison is almost complete. We are just waiting for a few verifications. We have 2 sites, but more or less we are agreed on one, which will not be too far from here, around 20 kilometers or less, maybe less, 15, because again of the need to make sure that inmates and the officers who keep custody of them are safe and they are not very far away from the courts. However, the decision to relocate this facility from here is irreversible. It is on course, and very soon we'll be making a final determination on the new site, and we'll begin constructing the new site as soon as possible. The situation of security in this county, when I was here, I remember there was a bit of tension which had been brought by political people who were disrupting each other's functions, causing havoc, and we said it very categorically that time, and we repeat now, that no one will be allowed to engage in lawlessness, breach of peace, or disruption of public meetings, and those leaders who are using our young men and women to cause chaos and violence in meetings, we said that we are going to arrest all of them. I am happy to report that we've progressed very well with the investigations, and we expect to be making arrests in the coming days of all those who have been organizing, financing, and orchestrating violence here so that it can serve as a deterrent and nobody repeats that kind of behavior again. I said that time, and I repeat now, nobody, and I repeat, nobody is above the law. Number 2, as security managers, we are not interested with the political persuasion of the offenders. If you break the law, it doesn't matter your political persuasion, we will arrest you. It doesn't matter your status in society, we will arrest you, we will prosecute you, and we'll make sure that you are punished in accordance with the laws of our country. The culture of intolerance, violence, and goonism is a matter that is worrying us as security people, not just here in Kisii, in other parts of the country as well. And we are convinced beyond doubt that unless we nip this problem in the bud, we nip this problem now, unless we destroy the infrastructure of violence that is developing, which is politically instigated, these criminals will organize themselves and mutate into other crimes, and it will be very difficult to enforce the law and maintain law and order in our country going forward. So we are not doing this just in Kisii, across the country, and therefore I want to call upon all leaders to obey the law and also to respect one another, transact their activities peacefully. They can disagree on ideas and policies, but nobody has a right to use violence to force his views on any other person. Also, as you're aware, we have a national program to enforce the law on the fight against illicit killer brews as well as narcotic drugs and psychotropic substances. We have reviewed the progress that has been made by the teams here. Some progress has been made, but we believe there is a lot more that we can do to make sure that we eradicate this problem permanently this time round, because in the past, whenever we've tried to do this, we've done it for a few months and then we go back to factory settings. This time round, we've decided to sustain this war on a permanent basis, the way we have sustained the war on other serious national security threats. What these poisonous drinks, unhealthy drinks, drugs, and substances are doing is that they are destroying the best of our population. They are making our young people unproductive socially and economically. They are making crime levels even go high. And I want to here confirm that actually since we began the crackdown nationally on 7th of March, there has been a sharp decline on reported crime statistics across the country, meaning there is a link between the drug problem, the illicit alcohol problem, and crime levels. So we want to secure our country, but we also want our people to engage in productive activities. When they wake up, not to go and look for a poison to kill themselves, not to go and look for drugs, but when they wake up, let them go and struggle to feed their families, let them find something to do, and I'm sure we cannot use the excuse of joblessness to approve the kind of conduct that we are seeing, especially in urban centers, but also in rural areas alike. I think about 95 suspects have been arrested and arraigned in court. We have also been able to seize about 40,000 liters of illicit and poisonous drinks. We've also been able to destroy a number of illegal breweries. We've closed down a number of premises that were selling alcoholic drinks without licenses. And also we have also closed down a number of premises that were selling alcoholic drinks with licenses, but operating within the prohibited proximity to learning institutions and other guidelines under national law. So that campaign is going on, and we've discussed how to upscale that war in the coming weeks. We'll be coming to check on it again in a very short period of time. Nationally, I think the program has done well, the enforcement program nationally. As at this morning, we have been able to shut down 6,500 premises which were operating with licenses, but contrary to the Alcoholic Drinks Control Act, which is national law and which is superior than the county laws by virtue of our constitution. And therefore, those licenses have been revoked for violating national law, and 6,500 premises closed. We have also shut down 12,150 premises across the country which were operating without licenses from any authority. So in total, we have 18,650 premises that are shut down. We have also shut down, as at this morning, 14 distilleries which were operating illegally in various parts of the country. And we have also destroyed the infrastructure of those breweries to ensure that we destroy the production capability of manufacturing poisonous substances to the people of Kenya. So that is where we are. We have also closed quite a number of agrovets and chemists, some of which were operating outside the law, and we are working very closely with the Pharmacy and Poisons Board, which is the regulator of that industry. We are also working with the veterinary department because we have had to close a number of agrovet stores which were operating without licenses, and some of them were being used to sell animal drugs or veterinary drugs, which some of them are being used to concoct hard drugs, mix them with other substances to generate some of the drugs that our children and our young people are. We have a project which had been started here under the affordable housing program, which is 70% complete, right, I think behind this block. We are also we'll complete it because it will be used one way or the other by either the county government or the national government to accommodate public officials and other members of the Kenyan society who require accommodation under the affordable housing project. Now,